Well, hey friends, I have a bonus episode for y'all today, all about creating keyword-rich content that doesn't suck the life out of you and doesn't suck the fun out of creating content. And yes, I did just use the words fun and creating content and keyword research all in the same introduction. Now, if you are like me, I tend to lean more towards like the creative side of things. I love getting my creative juices flowing and just really, I like being creative, not in the sense that I'm an artist, like y'all should see my stick figures, but I am by nature probably more of a creative. I mean, I did good in English and math in high school. I don't know, peg me how you want to peg me, but I enjoy being creative and I enjoy the creativity part of coming up with great content, writing great content, creating podcast episodes that are fun. I enjoy that part, right? But I also know that as a results-driven individual, and I know enough about keyword research and enough about SEO that if something isn't searched, I don't really want to spend my time and energy creating content around that term. So what's a girl to do? This is a question that I've actually gotten from multiple people, coaching clients, listeners, all of the areas where they're like, Faith, how do I create content around this keyword research? Because I do this keyword research and then I'm like, I have to write about that, and it just sucks the life out of it and sucks the fun out of it. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to walk you through my process, unconventional it may be, my process for creating keyword-rich content that is still fun to create, that is still inspired and hopefully inspiring, but to create in such a way that I actually enjoy the creation process and it's still done in a way that's super keyword rich and SEO savvy. So listen in, y'all, because we are going to get right down to it. Hey there, fellow entrepreneur. Welcome to Simple SEO and Marketing with me, Faith Hannon. Do you want to grow your business with organic marketing and finally feel like you can understand SEO? Are you scouring the internet for how to get more website traffic, SEO for dummies, and how to market on Pinterest? Have you tried to grow your business with SEO and blogging only to get frustrated and quit because it's overwhelming and too time consuming? Been there. Hey, I'm Faith Hannon, Jesus lover, copywriter, blogger, wife, wrangler of tiny humans, and barrel racer. And let me tell you, I didn't have time to waste sorting through SEO and keyword strategies that either didn't work or were so over my head I couldn't understand them. I honestly thought that SEO and blogging only worked for people with a PhD in tech jargon and a whole team of employees, until I learned these secrets. Good SEO strategies don't have to be complicated, and creating and marketing great content doesn't have to take more than a couple hours a week total. So pop in those earbuds, slam some coffee, and let's grow your business with simple organic marketing and a healthy dose of biblical encouragement along the way. Okay, first of all, did y'all hear the news that I'm having a sale on the organic marketing framework? Using the code SPRING23, you can get $50 off of an already phenomenally priced program where I'm going to teach you how to get leads from your website using SEO, blogging, and website copy strategy, so that you're not constantly spinning your wheels on social media. You're not always wondering, oh my gosh, how am I going to get leads to my website? I lay it out for you. It is very in-depth, very screen share tutorial. This is how you do it, from website setup on Show It to how to do keyword research to where to put those keywords, how to structure your website for great SEO success, and then website copy, because if your website copy sucks, nobody's buying from you. And then how to take that strategy and put it into blogging in a way that creates continual traffic for your website. So use the code SPRING23 to get that $50 discount. Early bird bonus, ends Thursday, May 18th. And the early birds, y'all get a bonus homepage website audit after you've gone through the course. So with this sale, you get $50 off. You get a group power coaching session with 1 hour with me. Ask me all the questions. And then early birds get the bonus of a homepage copy audit, where I'm going to look over your website, just your homepage, and give you an audit and send you a loom with feedback like I do as a professional copywriter. So don't walk, run to faithhannon.com/framework and get this course. I have poured my heart and soul into this course, literal blood, sweat, and tears into putting this course together, crafting it strategically for you so that you can grow your business and generate leads sustainably using your website, okay? Zero booty shaking and pointing in the air required, okay? Now to today's episode content. You ready for this? Because one of the things that I get asked is, Faith, how do I create content around these keywords? Like, I'm doing the research, I've looked at the numbers, but it's just, I look this up and it's not fun for me to create content around these keywords. Like, that's not how I phrase things. That's not how I create. That's just not how my brain works. And I am raising my hand, front of the line. I get it. I see it. I see you. I feel you. We are the same. I get it. Like I said in the intro, I'm kind of naturally more a creative person. And so for me to like do the research and then just write the thing based on the thing I just researched, like I can do that thanks to the 5 bajillion research essays I had to write in college and high school. But to be honest, as an entrepreneur, I want to enjoy my business. I want to enjoy the things that I'm doing to grow my business. I want to enjoy the content creation process, right? Like, we didn't start these businesses to do something that we hate all day, every day. We started these businesses so that we could do something that we love and enjoy and use our God-given gifts to serve others in a way that's fun, right? So while I can do the research first and then create, it's not how I prefer to work. And so I just don't. Just being honest. And if there's some of the things that I've learned in the last several years of, just growth and entrepreneurship is you have got to learn to create and build your business or build your systems and really build your life based on how God made you. Your God-given gifts, based on how God made your brain to work. And there's like a whole slew of other episodes on my heart that I could talk about that. But when you try to do something in a way that doesn't work for your brain, you're bucking the system. You're bucking the way that God made you, right? Like, you're not working with your brain. You're not working with your strengths. You're not working in a way that is going to lend towards your maximum output, your maximum productivity. So this is what I figured out, y'all, and it works really well for me, and it's been working for my students and my clients. So here you go. 3 simple steps to creating keyword-rich content on the reg that's still fun to create and still feels really inspired, okay? So step number 1, obviously you have to know your content pillars and your why. If you have not already done my wagon wheel content exercise, which BT dubs, I do mean a literal wagon wheel, not like my Aussie friends where a wagon wheel is a cookie. If you haven't done my wagon wheel why exercise, then go listen to episode 66 after this episode is over and work through that. Because when you can get to the root, like deep root of why you're in business, it makes creating content so much easier and makes your content so much deeper and so much more thoughtful and it just speaks to your person so much easier. Okay. So step number 1, you got to know your content pillars and your why. So if you haven't already done those exercises, then go check out episode number 66, okay? And the number 2 step that I really, really love is you need to brainstorm ideas away from technology. Like, God bless efficiency, God bless computers, God bless the internet. But y'all, there's something magical about a pen and a paper, or in my case, a whiteboard and a marker. Y'all, I literally took a big old whiteboard and a bunch of dry erase markers on my business CEO retreat. Like, I straight up packed that thing into my truck and into my Airbnb because I know that it works for my brain, right? And I know that brainstorming away from technology really does help the creative juices flow. And I actually started doing this when I read a book by, I think you pronounce Austin Kleon, I think is how you pronounce his last name, called Steal Like an Artist. And he talked about how your brain, we engage different parts of our brain when we do something physical. And he recommends having a desk that is a technology-free desk. So I'm assuming he has 2 desks in his office, and one of them he does like newspaper clippings and paper and pens and markers and all of those things. And then on the other desk, he has his computer, right? He has one desk completely void of technology. And so when it comes to creating content ideas and coming up with content ideas, I love, love, love to just get away from technology. Yes, I still want to transfer these ideas to my master content list that I teach you about in another episode. Let me check what that is. That is episode number 24, where I give you my number 1 tip to never run out of content ideas, which is BT dubs to keep a master content list. So yes, I will transfer these ideas that I write on paper, write on my whiteboard to my master content list. But what I want you to do is I want you to step away from technology, and I want you to think about the problems that your ideal client has as it relates to your product or services. Like, we're not trying to solve world hunger here, probably, right? But we are trying to solve the problems that relate to what you sell as a company and some of the peripheral issues. Like, not peripheral as in 500 feet away peripheral, but like if you sell, let's say that you sell horse supplements, right? Well, a peripheral issue to the horse supplements and the needs that those horse supplements fill is choosing the right winter blanket for your horse, or figuring out the best conditioning program for your horse, or what to buy other horse owners as a Christmas gift, right? Like, they relate. They're in the same area as the problems you solve. So I want you to sit down away from your computer and I want you to just write. I want you to let creativity flow. I do not want you to judge your own ideas. I just want you to come up with ideas that you feel inspired to create content around. I want you to think about your person. I want you to think about how you can serve them. I want you to think about the problems, the big problems and the little problems that you can help them serve as it relates to your business, your product or services, right? And then you're going to have a massive list of content that not only do you feel inspired to create, but it is something that's from the heart. It's something that you have come up with. It's not just, oh, look, 50 people searched this month. I guess I better come up with something about that, because that is the kind of content that sucks to consume as a reader or a podcast listener or YouTube watcher, whatever. It's that content that I better just write something about this because people searched it. That kind of content sucks to consume and it sucks to create. So don't do it. Just don't do it. Now, you have your list of content, right? You have a list of ideas, right? Now I want you to take that, plan out your content, batch work, do whatever you do there, right? You've got a bunch of ideas. And however it works into your workflow, now, when you sit down to create, you've got ideas that are from the heart that serve your person, right? So then, step number 3, when you sit down to create, when you sit down to write, when you sit down to record your podcast or make your YouTube video or whatever, just create it. do the first draft, do the second draft, do the edits, whatever. Just create the thing, how you want to create it, say it how you want to say it how it resonates with your person, right? And then you're going to tweak it for SEO and keywords. Now, my team, I don't know if they hate me for this. Maybe they do. But when my team is creating content for me, this is how I have them do it, right? Because I don't want to, have them create content that sucks too. And I say creating content for me. Right now, my team is repurposing podcasts into blogs. So I've created the content. They're just repurposing it. But what we do in my business, my company, is we write the thing and then we do the keyword research after we've written the thing. And this is reason number 85 why I love having the lifetime membership for Ubersuggest, because I've written the thing, I've done the thing, this is something I'm passionate about sharing, and now I go in and I figure out, how are people searching for stuff as it relates to this topic? And then my friend, then you optimize it for keywords and SEO. So you're not creating with the machine in mind, you're creating with people in mind, and then you're optimizing with the machine in mind, still with super service-centered content. You're just kind of tweaking it and changing a few things so that it gets found and can actually serve your person. So what do I mean by tweaking it for SEO and keywords? Like, let's say that I wanted to write a blog on how to batch 5 blog posts in an hour. But the keywords that actually get searched are how to batch content or how to create multiple pieces of content. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to change my verbiage surrounding about creating blog posts to be creating content, right? Or vice versa. Now, if the keywords are not actually authentic, if the keyword research results are not actually authentic to the content that I created, then obviously I'm not going to use those keywords for that piece of content. But what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to create with the person in mind first in a way that makes me feel inspired and creates really heartfelt, heart-centered content. And then I am using SEO and keyword research as a tool to get people to that content, right? Now, I say all of this, and because I've done such in-depth keyword research for my business, I have a pretty generally great idea of what people are actually searching, which is reason number 500 why I love the keyword research and SEO strategy calls that I get to do with clients, because by the end of that call, they have a really good idea of how people are searching for a variety of things that they do, even if they haven't dug in and done super specific keyword research for every single blog post they're going to create for a year. So there is some element of value in all of the back-end keyword research that we do and that I've done for myself. But as you do keyword research and you get a general idea of what people are searching for and how they're searching for it, then you can step away and do steps 1, 2, and 3 and create content in a way that feels really good to create and feels really authentic and doesn't feel like you're just writing for robots. Okay, so I'm going to recap those steps for you. Number 1, you've obviously got to know your content pillars and your why. Number 2, I want you to brainstorm ideas away from technology. And then number 3, I want you to create the content first and then tweak it for SEO and keywords. So if y'all have not jumped into the organic marketing framework yet, now is a great time to do it. I have a sale going on right now from May 16th. The sale ends May 23rd. But if you jump in early before the end of the day on May 18th, you get not only $50 off and the group power coaching session, but also y'all early birds get a homepage website audit from me after you've gone through the course, because I want to be able to just bless you with that, my eyeballs on your homepage, giving you feedback as I can as a professional copywriter. So use the code SPRING23. It'll save you $50 off an already phenomenally priced program. And you'll get those bonuses. You'll get that extra bonus if you're an early bird, because I want to enable you guys to really grow your businesses in a sustainable way, to get traffic and leads from your website in a way that you can set up, you can implement in your workflows, and really, really just grow without a ton of stress and a ton of booty shaking and pointing and dancing and all of the social media nonsense that is out there. So I pray that this episode blesses you guys. I will talk to you again on Friday with a quote normal episode, whatever that means. Until then, use some of these tips and get some great content ideas out there, and then do the keyword research later. Thank you so much for listening in today. Hopefully this episode gave you some really tangible tips for better SEO and marketing to get more leads and more sales from your website. If it did, can I ask you a quick favor? Would you please share this episode with a friend, and then just take 10 seconds and go leave a written review on Apple Podcasts. That is the very best way to help more Jesus-loving entrepreneurs scale their businesses so that they can help more people with their gifts and make an even bigger impact for the kingdom of God. And guess what? We now have a Facebook community where we can learn, hang out, and laugh. Go join the Facebook group now. It's linked in the show notes. And all the other things, courses, coaching, and copywriting can be found at my website, faithhannon.com. Until next time, God bless, and I'll talk to you soon.